Hi there, this is your farmer mate Greg here, and today we're going to go around my brother's farm and try to see what are the problems and diseases that he is encountering. So after that, I'm going to give you some tips on how he is curing his plants at the same time, how he comes up with such ideas and some chemicals that he is using to cure them. Okay, let's go. Alright, so now we are in the farm. So what we're going to do first is try to assess the health of the plant and how the plant is going. Okay, so as you can see, these are the bell peppers that he planted. So you can see there's so much foliage in it. At the same time, the leaves are green, and it seems that this bell pepper farm is in really good condition. It's well maintained and it's pretty amazing. But if we go closely, you can see the problems. Let's get into them. Alright, do you see the problem here? So this one bell pepper has a terrible problem. So the leaves are quite yellowish. At the same time, it's starting to curl. The leaves are starting to curl, and we know the problem for that. It's probably because of aphids or some other pest. So there are chemicals later that I'm going to tell you what to use. So I'm going to collect some samples, like some leaves, like that. And I'm going to give you some of the reasons why there's a problem in there. Well, in addition, there's not much you can do about this one because this is already infected and there's no chemical that will help to cure the problem about this one. So you cannot do anything about it. So all you need to do is to just remove it and throw it away. Well, as I venture over these bell peppers, I found out that probably 60% of the bell peppers are infested with Mosaic Virus, unfortunately. So hopefully everything will go fine. This was infested with Mosaic Virus. Most of the leaves are yellowish, as you can see here. Probably all he needs to do is to uproot most of his plants and change it with a better one. Alright, so I would give you one of the best example of a bell pepper that was infected with a Mosaic Virus. So if I'm going to pluck one leaf of this, so you can see that much of the leaves are infected with the virus, so it's pretty yellowish, and most of the leaves on top are also infected. So all of them turned yellow. So another problem that I saw here is the problem with the fruit. So I found one fruit here and something is going terrible with the fruit. So I would like to go closer. So as you can see, this is an infected fruit. This is rotten. At the same time, it's yellowish. So we can also see some dots. The reason for this is because we have a lot of flies coming into the bell peppers and laying their eggs into these young and new bell pepper fruits. So eventually this bell pepper will rot because the larvae of the flies will eat this one inside. There's a chemical that can prevent this from happening. However, even though you apply some chemicals, this will still persist. So all you need to do is to regularly spray your bell peppers with the chemicals that is for the bell pepper flies. Okay, well, in assessment of all the bell peppers in here, I can say that 5% of the bell peppers are infested with bell pepper flies. That's not pretty bad. You can say that this is really well maintained. However, some disease and problems still persist. Okay, let's see one more problem. Maybe you are wondering, oh, I'm showing the problems but I'm not showing the yields of these bell peppers. So let's get into the detail. Okay, so those are the bell pepper fruits, and the size is almost like the size of my fist. It is also nice to see that the bell peppers are clean and there's not so much problem in it. And in relative to size, the size are pretty great. So the farmer is very happy for that. As I was counting the numbers of bell pepper fruits in one bell pepper plant, I saw one dead fruit. So let's go into detail and let's see what is the reason behind that. Well, if you can observe on this bell pepper aisle, you can see some blank space. So the reason for that is because of the southern blight. So some of the bell peppers died already, so we need to uproot them and remove them away from the bell pepper aisle. So the reason for that is probably because of the southern blight or because of too much water. So we're not quite sure about that, so all we need to do is to figure out what's wrong with the soil or what's wrong with the water. So we can say that the water is not the problem, maybe it's on the soil, because even on the other sides, some of the bell pepper aisles are going blank because of the bell peppers dying. That's pretty much it. So those are my assessment about this bell pepper farm. So the bell pepper diseases and problems that we encounter here is aphids, which causes the curling of the bell peppers. Second is the Mosaic Virus, which results to the yellowing of the bell peppers. And third, too much water. And fourth is the southern blight, which causes the death of the bell peppers. And lastly, the bell pepper flies, which affects the fruits as well. So those are the main problems and diseases that I encountered on this farm. So far so good. The bell peppers are doing fine, but some of the problems and diseases still persist. So hopefully a good thing will come to this bell pepper farm, and eventually he will gain profit rather than losses. So thank you very much for watching, and see you guys.